Action.
Pinky ball Pilates homework. Stand with the pinky ball under the base of your right big toe. Sink your foot over the pinky ball as if your foot were hot fudge and the pinky ball is a scoop of ice cream. Breathe deeply and stand tall. Now, lift your left heel and set it down. And lift up and release the heel down. Lift the heel up, release the heel down, and now let's lift the heel up and hold and sink into the pink ball. And lift up very tall. Drop the heel down. Now lift the toes up of the left foot and set the toes down. Lift the toes of the left and set the toes down. Lift the toes up of the left foot, keeping the ball of the foot down, and release. One more time, lift the toes up and wiggle the toes in the air. Wiggle and stretch those toes a little longer and set them down. Now take the leg, the left leg, and brush it forward and come back. Brush forward and come back. Brush the foot forward and come back. Brush the foot forward and hold and sink into the pinky ball and come back. Now brush the left leg back and return to center. Brush the left leg back, return to center. Brush the left leg back, return to center. Brush the left leg back and hold, sink into the pinky ball. Grow tall, tall, tall. And come back to center. Now we're going to roll with the pinky ball. So the ball now is going to go from the front of the foot over to the back of the foot. And to the front. Rolling out the base of the foot. You can do this as many times as you want to. Go slower and sink more into the sole of your foot so that you're really letting your foot absorb the ball and visualizing the foot widening and the bones reaching down into the earth through an imaginary set of roots. Okay, now we're going to take the pinky ball back under the foot and we're going to practice lifting our left leg. It's important to use whatever balance strategy is best for you, including holding onto a chair or the wall for this one, or you can try this sitting down. So we're going to lift the left leg behind us and put it down, and I'm going to adjust my ball a little bit. It's an important part of this. And lift and down. And lift the leg up and down. And your foot will struggle. This is not going to be an exercise sequence where you're going to feel graceful because you're standing on a ball. So your body's going to have a little bit of that rolling quality. Good. So now we're going to come to the heel. So we'll take the pinky ball under the right heel. And we want to stand so that our feet are parallel. You'll notice how your supporting leg will really want to come in front of you or in back of you because it's a lot easier if you're not over your center of gravity. But keep your feet right together, okay? And we're going to be just at the front of our heel. So if you were to look at my foot, it's like the red stripe in front of my ankle. It's right where I'm putting the pinky ball. Now we're gonna lift the heel up again, and we're going to see if we can rise up to our toe and then roll down through that left foot. Roll up, up all the way up to the toe, and then roll down through the foot, rolling up to the top of the toe, rolling back down, and the last one will roll up. We're going to hold it, melting our foot over the pinky ball like hot fudge over a scoop of ice cream, and roll all the way down. Good, if you've made it this far, you're doing great. So now we're going to lift the toes up, and lower the toes now, baby toe to big toe, like a little bit of a wave, the toes. Lift the toes up again, and lower the left toes, baby toe to big toe. 2 more times. And we hold the last one. Sink into the pinky ball. Okay, here we go. We're going to glide the left foot forward and come to center. And take the left foot out and return to center. So we're shifting our body weight. We have to work harder through our core to stay on that pinky ball. We're going to hold the last one and sink into the pinky ball as we lift up through the crown of our head. Now we'll reverse. We'll go back. And you can see I'm much more stable on the heel. The heel is really a much more secure part of the foot to stand on. Hold the last one, sink into the pinky ball. Ooh, that was a close call. Okay, so now we're going to take the foot and roll it again, but we're going to roll more on the baby toe side of the foot. So I'm rolling the ball to the heel, but it's my outer heel. This is usually the tightest part of our foot and where most of us need to learn to stand more. So we're rolling out the edges, and see how I put my heel down on the front and then I put my toe down. Great. Okay, so now we are going to lift the leg up. So we're going to come back under the first red stripe on the bottom of my sock. I'm going to bring that forward a little bit so you guys can see. And we're going to take our center of gravity and come forward and lift the back leg up and come down. Shift forward, and again, only do this if you feel ready. A lot of you are going to have to work up to this one. But if you practice every day, you'll be amazed how strong your feet will get pretty quickly. Our feet are pretty amazing. Good. Okay. Very good. Come to the center and close your eyes. Notice how the sole of your foot feels open and connected to the earth. Notice how the foot you haven't worked on feels just tighter and less connected to your body. And now let's check our balance. Let's stand first on the leg we haven't worked on. And just notice how our balance is. And then we'll change to the other side. And we're almost done, but I'm going to ask you to repeat this on the second leg and try to remember it. Because you've got to learn this homework. I can't be watching a podcast all the time in the gym, at least not yet. So thanks for watching. Look at me. I mean, my right leg, I could just stand here all day. This is the kind of strength you can get to. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Cut.